Welcome, brothers and sisters, to Mormon Movie Reviews, where LDS movie lovers belong. I'm your humble host, D-Base. Today is February 18, 2023. This is episode 80, where we will review Uncle Ben, released in 1978. This has a running time of 26 minutes. It's unrated, and the genre is a drama. This review works best if you've seen this film before, though that is not required. And spoiler alert, your synopsis. This is the true story of an alcoholic who seeks custody of nephews and a niece orphaned by an accident. As he faces the challenges to overcome his alcoholic problem and be a good father, he realizes a greater reward than he ever imagined.
Well, the old cafeteria food isn't as bad as I remember it.
So this opening scene appears to be set at Brigham Young University, Provo, Utah campus, specifically in the Wilkinson Center. Here's a picture of the Wilkinson Center cafeteria right around the time frame of this film, and you can see that it matches exactly.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of good.
Just goes to show you, you've both been away a long time.
Yeah, I'm guessing that they were both away a long time practicing celestial marriage at that Mormon polygamous community in Mexico, but that's just a guess. I don't know that for certainty.
Our little sister graduating. Makes me feel old.
Hey, if you're old, I'm ancient.
While you're deciding who will be buried first, I've got things to do. See ya.
Okay, so this is our first look at Jeanette Morrison, who plays the part of Nancy, who's about to receive her BYU college degree. I sure hope it's in home economics. Just kidding. Chill out, guys. Just a joke. Okay, she appears to be walking at the Harris Fine Arts Center, also known as the HVAC, which was built in the 1960s. And by the way, it's just been demolished this year to make way for a new arts building. Now, the BYU women's dress code at this time allowed women to wear pants on campus, although you could not have anything of a denim material. Now, that dress code had been relaxed when Dallin Oaks became the church president at BYU in the early 1970s, because under President Wilkinson, the previous president, women could not wear pants at all on campus. Now, this cameraman is actually there in the so-called fishbowl of the Harris Fine Arts Center, just for your information. Now, the HVAC, I spent a lot of time there, by the way, is a 5-story tall building, one of the oldest on campus. Now, this entire short is based off of a true story, which was relayed to us by Dr. Kenneth McFarland, who was an educator, public speaker, writer, and conservative commentator, and not a Mormon. The film was produced by BYU and was based off of McFarland's true story, which was highlighted by J. Richard Clark, the second counselor and the presiding bishopric, in a BYU devotional in 1977. Now,
Hi, Mike.
Congratulations.
Same to you. We did it.
it's kind of nice that they work in the pomp and circumstance into the funky music. Now, Nancy is approaching the box office, which is on the ground floor of the Harris Fine Arts Center.
Nancy Wilson.
Yes, how many tickets for you?
3, please.
In the parents section?
No, just general.
3 in general.
Thank you. Mr. McFarland.
Nancy,
I was just on my way to see you.
my meeting let out a half hour early. You're welcome to come in now if you like.
So this is Dr. McFarland here, played by John Elzey. Now, the setting here is a bit confusing because the film is set at BYU, but Dr. McFarland, he never taught at BYU.
Are you sure you're not too busy? It's just a personal thing.
I'm sure.
Anything for you, babe.
Make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
Now, Nancy, what can I do for you?
Well, I was hoping that you could tell me the name of Mother in Heaven. I've always wanted to be able to address her in a more personal way.
It's about my Uncle Ben.
Oh, never mind.
I honestly don't know if there's anything you can do, President McFarland.
Try me.
Have you ever met my Uncle Ben?
Sure, isn't he the worshipful master down at the local Provo Masonic Hall?
No, I don't believe I have.
Let me try to explain. My father died when I was 2 years old. I don't remember him at all.
That's so sad. You know, when you read McFarland's talk, it's revealed that Nancy's dad was slaughtered in the Mountain Meadow Massacre. Damn that John D. Lee!
That left the 4 of us. My mom, me, and my 2 older brothers, Jim and Tom. They both graduated from here.
I know. Outstanding young men, both of them.
It's too bad they both turned out to be Democrats. What a waste.
Mom got a job in a grocery store to keep the family going. She'd work hard all day and then come home and work way into the night, long after we were asleep. We didn't have much, but we had each other, and that's all that mattered.
I'm so excited! Is everybody ready? Everybody make a wish.
Now, Rachel Jacobs here as young Nancy is absolutely adorable. Now, she went on to star in Growing Pains, Different Strokes, and The Love Boat. I read that Rachel is actually the great-granddaughter of LeGrand Richards, a former member of the Quorum of the 12 Apostles.
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Oh, Ben!
Hello, honey. Happy
Hello,
birthday.
Grandpa. You smell feel bad.
Nancy.
We're afraid you aren't coming.
Come sit right over here, Ben.
Now, this is our first look at Keith Unger, who plays the part of Uncle Ben. Now, you may recognize him from the LDS classic Christmas Winds.
He has a present for
Hello,
Nancy.
Jim. Hey, happy birthday.
Oh, can I open it up, Mommy?
Go ahead, baby.
Uncle Ben was Mama's brother, and our only other relative in the whole world. We all loved him, but, well, he wasn't exactly a pillar of the community.
Oops.
He worked just enough to buy himself another drink, and Mama worried a lot about him.
I'm sorry, Laura. Jimmy.
It's all right. Thanks, Nick.
You're welcome.
Wickedness never was happiness. You know, I just thank God that Uncle Ben didn't have a coffee drinking problem. This is the saddest scene in the movie for me.
It isn't here.
I told you, Ben, if you couldn't put in more regular hours, I'd have to let you go.
But I will, Howard. Just give me another chance.
Another chance? You realize how many other chances you've had? At least a dozen.
Oh, come on, Howard. You know I can do the work.
I know you can, if you leave the bottle alone. But it's been getting worse, not better.
Please, Howard. Be fair.
I've been more than fair to you, Ben. You know that. But I've got to be fair to myself, too. I run a business, and it can't operate on promises.
I didn't think you'd do this to an old friend.
Somehow, you're not the old friend I used to know. You've changed, Ben.
Very sad scene for me. Very sad stuff.
You're not doing this. Say goodbye, Laura. Bye-bye.
I didn't see you come in, Ben.
We're busy.
Haven't seen you for a while. How are you? The children ask about you.
Well, I've been busy.
Yeah, Uncle Ben's been extremely busy doing his home teaching and also baptisms for the dead in the temple. Attaboy, Uncle Ben.
You all right?
Oh, sure, I'm fine. How about you?
I'm tired, but I'm fine.
Now, this is a bit of foreshadowing of Laura's mysterious health challenges that we will see later in the film.
That will be $2.32.
I don't think I have that much. $1.53 is all I got. Could you put the balance on a slip for me, Laura?
It's that bad.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Howard let you go.
I'll find another job. I always do. You know that, Laura.
You've been lucky, Ben. Why don't you come over for supper tonight?
No, thanks. Maybe next week.
The children miss you, Ben. Please try. You're our only family.
Ah, all right.
Look, if you need anything else to keep you going, just till you can get another paycheck. I can help a little to tide you over.
I couldn't let you do that, Laura.
Can? What are families for? We'll eat about 6:30.
Well, you know, that's the best meal I ever tasted.
You say that every time you come to supper, Uncle Ben. Tell us a story, Uncle Ben.
Well, you say that every time supper's finished.
It's really bedtime, Nancy, babe.
Oh, please, Mama. We'll help with the dishes. Yeah.
All right, let's take a load out of the sink and I'll pay it.
Well, hurry.
I'll take it.
Nancy, come on.
Now, I sure hope that Uncle Ben tells the kids that faith-promoting story about Nancy Rigdon and the happiness letter. You know, my parents used to tell me that story every night when I was a kid, and it just warmed my heart and put me right to bed.
That's the one where you were were scared by the big bear. No, I want to hear the one about the Indian.
Well, how about both of them?
Yeah, that's great.
Well, once upon a time, a long time ago, well, maybe a year before you were born,
Oh.
I was up in Yellowstone Park.
Yeah, Uncle Ben was up in Yellowstone Park looking for Indian buried treasure with his rock and a hat. I sure hope he found it.
There's Sid, kissed, tucked in bed.
They're good kids.
There's so much I want for them.
You're very good to them, Laura.
They need their father. They need...
Is something the matter?
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Maybe you ought to go see a doctor, Laura.
I already am.
What's wrong?
He doesn't know. Oh, I'm fine. I'm all right.
This needs musical underscoring.
Maybe I better run along.
Ben? Why don't you take some of these muffins for breakfast tomorrow?
Sure. There is one other thing.
Yeah, there's one other thing. Do you know any Smokin' Hot Relief Society sisters who are single who might be interested in the town pariah? I'm asking for a friend here.
Laura, I was wondering if I could take advantage of your offer and borrow that $5 for a short while.
Of course you can, Ben.
I never asked for money from you before. I hate to.
I don't have $5 tonight, but I'll cash a check first thing in the morning.
I need some medicine.
Medicine? Oh, no.
I know what you want it for, Ben. I don't have $5 tonight.
Laura, please. I need it badly.
A man has needs, Laura.
I've got $2.50. That's all I've got in the house.
I wish you wouldn't, Ben.
Have you any money?
Thanks.
Why don't you just stay here tonight? Walk the kids to school in the morning and then go looking for a job. Sober.
I need to go.
Leave it alone. Ben, leave it alone.
I can't. I just can't. I'm sorry, Laura.
Give me that location again, would you please?
88 South, 100 West,
Come on, Ben. Let's get you home.
I'm okay, Sheriff. I just rested. I can make it.
I know. I just don't want anything to happen to you on the way.
Really, George, I'm not drunk.
I know. You never touch the stuff. I know the whole story, Ben. I know.
Now, not every state has a drunk in public law, but Utah does. It's part of Title 76. A person is guilty of intoxication if the person is under the influence of alcohol, a controlled substance, or any substance having the property of releasing toxic vapors to a degree that the person may be in danger to themselves or another person in a public place or in a private place where the person unreasonably disturbs other persons. This is considered a Class C misdemeanor.
So be thankful, my child, and as long as you live, never judge other people by their looks.
Amen, Laura. Never judge other people by their looks unless they are obviously of African descent. Then it's okay to have a temple and priesthood ban.
Oh, that's out of control.
Hey, whatever happened to consent?
Oh, rub it, Dave.
Oh, my brood, I am dead tired. Let's have a quick song and go to sleep, okay?
Soon now the day is over. I want Babes in the Woods. I want the day's over too.
It's like you're outvoted, Nancy, my love. Okay.
Now the day is over. Night is drawing nigh. So this is Now the Day Over. Now the Day is Over is hymn number 159 in the 1985 hymnal. This hymn brilliantly foreshadows the tragedy to come that we will see unfold in the next 3 minutes with Mom.
Come and sweet repose with thy tenderest blessings. May your eyelids close.
Oops, wrong key. Looks like they sang it in the wrong key. Whoops. Nobody's perfect.
Good night, Jim.
Night, Mama.
Good night, my love.
I love you, Mom.
I love you, Nancy, baby.
Oh, that is so sweet. Love it.
Mama? Mama? Why didn't you wake us up? We're gonna be late for school. Mama, are you teasing me? Mama?
Hashtag tender mercies. Tender mercies.
Mama?
Now the Day is Over at 7, a minor key this time. Brilliant scoring. You feel the heartbeat, bump, bump. The heartbeat, it's dying.
Uncle Ben, what are we gonna do now?
I don't know, kids. I just don't know.
You'll take care of us, won't you, Uncle Ben?
If you want me to.
Yes, Uncle Ben, yes, please.
I will if you want me to.
Oh, please,
Ben.
Look, you kids run on into the house. I'll be in a minute.
Ben, you're in no position to promise those kids anything. You have no right.
We're blood related. Who has a better right?
Under normal circumstances, that's true.
Just because I made a few mistakes, the kids should suffer.
Ben, there's no way any court of law is going to give custody of 3 kids to a man who can't hold a job and hasn't been sober in years.
He's probably right.
What about the kids?
I didn't say don't try. All I'm saying is your chances of getting them aren't very good. So don't build them up.
Now, here we see Uncle Ben descending to his apartment here. Notice that he's going down. You know, his life is in the shadows. A life of alcohol. You'll be left alone in a dingy basement. And of course, where's the kids right now? Shouldn't he be staying at his sister's house? Just a question here. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Uncle Ben, what are we gonna do now? Who will take care of us? You'll take care of us, won't you, Uncle Ben?
Ken, what are families for? We'll be about 6:30.
Please, Laura. I need it badly.
Leave it alone, Ben. Leave it alone.
I can't. I just can't.
Ken, what are families for?
Who will take care of us?
Leave it alone.
You'll take care of us, won't you, Uncle Ben?
If you want me to. I will if you want me to. If you want me to. I will if you want me to.
You cannot serve God and mammon. I guess he's saving it for the morning.
I either love them or I love you. I can't love you both. But I need help. Lord, I need help.
I hear you. What is it that you want? Oh, that's wrong movie.
The court thanks the Department of Social Services for their investigation of this matter, and the court feels it is very clear what direction it should take.
Have you anything else you'd like to say, Ben?
So here's our first look at Francis L. Urry. He's a famous LDS actor who played the part of Lorenzo Snow in The Windows of Heaven. He also played the part of the shopkeeper in Johnny Lingo.
I said it all before. I want to take care of those kids.
And as I said before, that is asking too much of this court, considering your background, the fact you can't keep a job, why you can't keep sober, why you can't even keep yourself. Why in the world do you think you could take care of these children?
Good question, Judge.
Well, Your Honor, the Lord said, a man can change completely. I believe he meant any man can do that. Even an old drunken bum like me. Sir? I believe he even included me.
Now, a little known fact here is that Uncle Ben's defense here became known as the Henry B. Eyring defense, and is now very common in legal parlance.
I believe he included you in that deal.
Thank God that Judge Urry is a deist.
I'm going to let you take the children for 30 days. And I'm going to come out and see how you're getting along. If it's all right, we'll make it permanent.
Order in the court! Order in the court!
President McFarland, in all these years, he's never touched a drop, never missed a day's work.
But he does vape now, but luckily that's a gray area in the word of wisdom.
He must be quite a man.
We think he is. Jim graduated from med school and Tommy from MIT.
Boy, these handsome brothers sure have good, solid Mormon bona fides.
Tomorrow night I'll graduate.
Now, we never get to know what Nancy's degree is in, but I pray every day and twice on the Sabbath that she gets married quick and doesn't have to use that degree.
This will be the third commencement he's attended in that hall. And he won't sit in the parents section.
What a lazy learner.
For heaven's sake, why not?
He doesn't think he should. It wouldn't be proper respect for Mama. That's why I wanted to see you. Every year you have the parents stand. And, well, Uncle Ben's never been recognized for all that he's done. Do you think tomorrow night you could say something about Uncle Ben?
Sure, I'll say that your Uncle Ben was an unemployed drunk bum, a menace to society, who apparently killed his sister with worry. I can't figure out where the scene was shot. If you know, leave it in the comments. It's not on BYU campus, though, I don't think.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
that concludes our ceremonies, except for the traditional recognition and thank you to all those parents in the audience who have children in the graduating class. You who made this night possible, would you please stand up?
And each of you bow your heads and say yes.
Thank you. And now I would like all the Uncle Bens in the audience with representatives in the graduating class to please stand.
What?
Stand up.
Oh, come now. In a crowd this large, there has to be at least one Uncle Ben with someone in the graduating class. In fact, this is his third and last graduation to attend at this college, and I would like him to be specifically recognized for his fine achievement.
Won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Thank you.
How did you feel when the whole audience applauded you?
I thought I was dreaming. And if I was dreaming, I must be asleep. And if I was asleep, I was afraid I'd miss Nancy's commencement.
I wonder if I can ask you a question.
Yeah, I just want to ask you one question. Do you sell your signs and tokens for money? You have them, I presume.
Yes, sir.
You were given the children for 30 days, but you'd been an alcoholic for years. What did you do? I mean, how did you quit drinking?
Well, it's pretty simple, President McFarland. I called my bishop, and he performed a simple exorcism. Thank God for the power of the Melchizedek priesthood.
Well, when the judge said that I could take the children, I felt I'd been given a great treasure. I was so happy, yet I was afraid. But in my mind, I remember what I'd been taught when I was just a kid.
Yeah, Uncle Ben remembered what he'd been taught when he was just a kid. He's probably thinking back to that famous October 1967 General Conference in which Ezra Taft Benson claimed that the civil rights movement was being directed by communist revolutionaries who wanted to, quote, destroy America by spilling Negro blood, end quote. That's probably what inspired him.
So when all of us got to the house, we went right in and thanked the Lord. And with everything in me, I promised God that if he'd hold on to me, I'd hold on to the kids. And the five of us have been going along together ever since.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, Uncle Ben. Now, if you want to get in touch with me, my email address is MormonMovieReviews@gmail.com. Now, we never find out in the movie why Mom dropped dead. Now, I mean, how does a middle-aged woman go from tucking her kids in the night before to stone dead the following morning? Now, I'm not a doctor, but I did a little bit of research, and I'm willing to go out on a limb here that Mom died from studying the Ark. You know what I mean? You did. I mean, Uncle Ben is yet another church movie with a mysterious death in it. The film reminds me of Cypher in the Snow and also The Mailbox, where people just die suddenly, and that's basically for a convenient plot device. Now, there's no explicit reference to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in the film, probably in an effort to make this more appealing to a more broad non-LDS audience. Now, Uncle Ben is a short that was eventually released as part of a set of movies. A video cassette number 23 as part of the Family Home Evening Supplement Guides. It was packaged along with Joseph Smith the Man, A Marvelous Work Begins, and The Mailbox. I would just love to see a modern remake of this film, but with Uncle Ben's booze problem replaced by coffee. Hashtag Lucifer's Bean. Final thoughts. Seriously, this film does send a simple, down-to-earth good message of the importance of taking care of family and the benefits of avoiding excessive alcohol consumption. Thanks so much for joining me to review this film. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And join us next time for another episode of the Mormon Movie Reviews, where LDS movie lovers belong, where we will review Saints and Soldiers, The Void. So long.